In our previous class, we studied what are the services if provided to government, they are exempt. In today's class, let us learn what are the services if government is providing that are exempt. We all know that government provides various services and 90% of these services are exempt from GST. That means if government is providing services to anyone, it might be an individual, for you and for me, or maybe it is for the business entities, for companies. So all the services governments are providing and most of these services are exempt from GST. That is, there is no tax at all. But there are some services, there are only few services on which there is GST. Now if you look at your study material, in exemption notification, there are various entries which says what are those services which are exempt. Rather than learning what are those services which are exempt, if we study what are the services which are taxable, it will be easier for us to understand and recall in our examination. So in our class, first we will study what are the services which are taxable. What are the services if provided by government also are taxable under GST. So you have to remember 3 points. You need to remember 3 points, and with these 3 points you can answer any question when it comes to services provided by government. The first point here is, it says if PPT service is provided to anyone, if PPT service is provided to anyone, it is taxable. The question comes, what is PPT service? While we were discussing reverse charge mechanism on government service, I told that on PPT services RCM is not applicable. I hope you remember at least a little bit about it. So in our class we will continue the discussion on PPT services. So what is PPT? The first P stands for services by Postal Department. The second one is services in relation to port or airport. The last one, T, stands for transportation of passengers or goods. So on these 3 services there is no exemption. PPT is always taxable. So what did we study in services by Postal Department? We said only few services provided by postal departments are taxable. Not all services by Postal Department are taxable. Postal Department provide many services, like you can open your RD account, you can open your savings bank account, you can send ordinary post, registered post, speed post. So various services it provides. All the services are not taxable, but only few services are taxable. We said which were those taxable? The first one was speed post. So if Postal Department is providing speed post services, it is always taxable. Like if I am posting or you are posting or a business entity is posting or a company is posting, anyone posting, there is GST. Even the amount is 10 rupees or 100 rupees or 10,000 rupees. Amount is irrelevant, service is relevant, it is taxed always. Express parcel post, the same logic applies. So speed post, express parcel post, life insurance. So if Postal Department is providing life insurance, it is always taxable. The last one is agency services to outsiders. So if Postal Department is providing an agency service, you may be an individual or you may be a company, it is always taxed. So the first T stands for services by Postal Department, that too only 4 services. Which were those? Speed post, express parcel post, life insurance and agency service to others are always taxable. Remember this, amount is irrelevant in this case. The second point what we studied in PPT, the second P stands for service in relation to port or airport. So this service is always taxable, irrelevant, the person who is receiving the service or the amount is irrelevant. So I am receiving any service with relation to port or airport, or if a company is receiving service in relation to port or airport, it is taxable. Now let us see T of PPT service, that is the last point in PPT services. T stands for transportation of goods or transportation of passengers. If government is providing transportation of passenger service, it is not exempt. Let us take an example to understand this. If a government is providing a service through air conditioned bus, that is AC government bus, it is always taxable. So we discussed PPT service. This PPT service is always taxable. It is not exempt. Amount may be 10 rupees, amount may be 10,000 rupees. Receiver may be an individual, receiver may be a business entity. For everyone it is taxable. Now this was the first point you had to remember. Now let us look at the second point. Second point is with regards to one particular service, that is renting of immovable property. That is renting of immovable property, but here the recipient should always be a business entity. The recipient should always be a business entity, and the one more condition is the value of the service should be more than 5,000 rupees. So what are the conditions we discussed? Only applicable to one type of service, that is renting of immovable property, and the recipient should be a business entity, and the service amount should be more than 5,000. If all the conditions are satisfied, only then there is taxability, or else it is exempt. Let us take an example to understand this. Say government has a playground. Government has a playground in one of the town. Now it has rented it out to a business entity. It has rented it to a business entity, and the rent is 8,000 rupees. Now there is service of renting of immovable property. The recipient is business entity, and the consideration is more than 5,000 rupees. It is taxable. Now let us take one more example. Say Delhi Municipal Authority, that is nothing but government, they have an auditorium in Delhi. They have an auditorium in Delhi, and they rented this auditorium to Reliance, and the rent charged was 3,000 rupees. Now you tell me whether it is taxable or whether it is exempt. The first condition is it is a renting of immovable property service. Okay, the first condition is satisfied. The second condition was whether it is a business entity or not. So Reliance is a business entity. Second condition is satisfied. The third condition was the consideration should be, the rent should be more than 5,000 rupees. In this case, it is only 3,000 rupees. That means all the conditions are not satisfied, hence it is not taxable. It is not taxable. To be taxed, all the three conditions should be satisfied. Now let me ask you one more question. Say Delhi Municipal Authority has an auditorium, and at this time it rented it out to me for a marriage purpose. And the rent comes to 20,000 rupees. Now tell me whether it is taxable or not. First one was it is renting of immovable property service. The second one, whether I am a business entity. I am not a business entity, I am a normal individual. So second condition is not satisfied. What was the third condition? The consideration should be more than 5,000 rupees. In my case, consideration is more than 5,000 rupees. But one condition is not satisfied, which was that the recipient is not a business entity. That means any one condition not satisfied, GST cannot be charged. That means it is exempt from GST. So we were discussing 3 points that you need to remember. First I said PPT services are always taxable for anyone. It is always taxable. Second I said immovable property service, that is renting of immovable property, is taxable only when the recipient is business entity and the consideration is more than 5,000 rupees. Right, that was a second point. Now let us see the third point. The third point says any service other than point A and point B. Other than point A and point B, which were the point A and point B? That is PPT service and renting of immovable property. Any other service apart from these two, and it is given to a business entity. It is given to a business entity having a turnover more than 20 lakh rupees. So here the turnover point comes. In a previous point I said any business entity. But for any other services, you see whether the turnover of the business entity is more than 20 lakhs or less than 20 lakhs. It is applicable only when the turnover is more than 20 lakh rupees. So first point is any service to an business entity having a turnover more than 20 lakh rupees, and the third condition is same, the consideration should be more than 5,000 rupees. In this case, it is taxable. So, all the three conditions are fulfilled, it is taxable. Any one condition is not fulfilled, it is exempt from GST. In other words, if government is providing any service other than PPT or renting of immovable property service to normal individuals or any person other than business entity, it is not taxable at all. Now let us take an example to understand the third point, because I know there might be still somewhere little doubt left in your mind. Let us say government provided security services to Reliance. Government provided security services to Reliance and it charged a bill of rupees 10,000. Now let us see whether it is taxable or it is exempt. First, security service is any service other than PPT service or renting of immovable property. So the first condition is satisfied. Second condition is that business entity should have a turnover more than 20 lakh rupees. So Reliance is the business entity having turnover more than 20 lakh rupees. So second condition is also satisfied. The third condition is value should be more than 5,000 rupees. In this case, it is 10,000. So which is more than 5,000. So all the three conditions are simultaneously satisfied. Simultaneously means all the conditions are satisfied at one time. That means this is taxable. Now let us take one more example. In this case, Virat Kohli asked for security services in his house. So Virat Kohli requested government to provide security services at his home and government charged 1 lakh rupees. Now we need to see whether it is taxable or whether it is exempt. The first condition, it is any other service other than above two. That is PPT service and renting of immovable property. So the first condition is satisfied. The second condition, it says the recipient should be business entity having turnover more than 20 lakh. Now whether Virat Kohli is a business entity, Virat Kohli is an individual. He is a normal individual, he is not a business entity. So the second condition is not satisfied. Third condition says consideration should be more than 5,000 rupees. Yes, it is satisfied, but out of the three conditions, only two are satisfied. That means it is exempt. If all the three conditions are satisfied simultaneously, then it is taxable. If any one is not satisfied, it is exempt from GST. In this case, Virat Kohli was not a business entity, that is why it is exempt from GST. So after discussing these 3 points, what did we learn? The summary of the story is PPT service is always taxable. PPT service is always taxable for everyone. Apart from PPT service, all the other service which a government provides is taxable only to the business entity. That means, if government is providing any other service other than PPT to any normal individuals who is other than business entity, it is exempt from GST.